Hi, I'm Jayne Redman. I'm here at Rio Grande today to talk about making multiples with blanking dies. A blanking die is made out of tool steel. The pattern is sawed at an angle which creates a shearing action. It has a hinge which allows me to insert the metal underneath to be blanked. The pattern is pressed down into the body of the die. The bottom edge of the pattern and the top edge of the body of the die pass close enough to each other to shear the metal. This is actually the first blanking die I made for my fluoroforms collection in 1995. I'm still using it today. It's blanked out thousands of shapes. Let me show you how easy it is to make a blanking die. I've prepared this tool steel blank. Now I'm going to cut it out. I am going to saw, keeping my saw frame straight up and down. I don't want to angle it forward or side to side. I want to keep it nice and straight. And the angle of my bench pin is going to create the bevel which will create the shearing action on my die. I want to lock my elbow right into my side. See what happens if my elbow goes out to the side. Notice how my saw blade angles and is not straight up and down. You don't want that to happen. And that's really all there is to it. Here's a diagram explaining how blanking dies work. The thickness of the tool steel and the thickness of the saw blade used determines the angle needed. You can see what happens if any of those three variables are not correct. When the pattern is pressed down into the body of the die, the edges won't shear. In the first two examples, the saw blade is not angled enough. The middle example is correct. In the last example, the saw blade is cutting at too much of an angle. Let's look at some examples of pieces constructed with multiples of the same shape. This is the dahlia neck wire. Each element slides onto a length of tubing, interlocking with the one before. I only need to solder the first and the last piece onto the tubing to secure all the parts. I group the elements in various ways to make a neck wire, necklace, or circle pin. Many of my designs are engineered with slotted forms as their connection. Some of them are connected using flame-balled rivets. Others are nested or simple hollow forms. I use an origami-like way of forming my shapes, but blanking dies are used for any form that starts as a flat shape. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please contact the experts at Rio Grande.